Hi everyone. Uh, Today I wanted to show one acetate card. If you are a regular follower of my blog or you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I had been sharing quite a few acetate cards of lately. Actually, I am just in love with these cards. These are so simple to make, and yeah, I'm just having really a ball with it. So today I just thought of doing a quick video on showing how to do this acetate stamping actually. So the concept I'm going to follow is this card. You might have seen it recently. Instead of stamping on the card, I'm going to stamp on the acetate, but I'm just going to take this flower. Exact same concept. And so here I am, ready with my acetate sheet. I've already cut it in half, but I'm going to put it on card and trim it later. And the stamps I'm going to use is Uniko. As you know that I design for Uniko stamps now, so I'm just going to use these stamps today. And the ink, which is the most important here on acetate stamping, is these archival dye ink pads, and these are permanent inks, meaning they will just stamp on your acetate and you really don't have to worry that the ink is going to smudge or not dry out. Well, it's going to dry out pretty quickly and you don't have to worry about anything. So let's get started. I plan to do the full card and I'm going to work really quick, and I really hope that you guys can follow me, which I'm really thinking that. So let's get started. I already have my card here. What I did is I want only the front acetate, so I folded my card and I wanted this on the front. So I have this panel and I'm just going to glue my acetate on the front. So just follow along, and I would be talking less if you don't mind. So just focus. See what I'm doing. I'm just going to first working on adding the acetate to my card. How I do it, you will see today how I do my cards. So that's it. Just go. I don't want to waste the whole acetate, so I'm done here. As you can see, I have extra, so which I'm just going to take my scissors and trim the extra. So save as much as possible. That's my motto. So I'm just going to, it's already lined up. All I have to do is just a quick trim, and there you go. And this one I have a little bit more, so I can use it somewhere else. And now let's get started with the stamping. So before I stamp, I want to cover this top white panel. I just could have stamped first and done, but I prefer it this way. So I'm just going to cover this one. I just don't want any ink on it. And let's get started. For my flowers, I'm going to use Red Devil. That's what it says. That's the ink name, Red Devil. Red Devil is for flowers and Golf Course is for the leaves. I'm not going to use all flowers here. I'm just aiming only at one particular one, this one, as I know it will show off very well. And one thing I want to tell you before I start the stamping here, these are permanent inks, dye inks, permanent dye inks, meaning they will stain your stamps. If you don't want your stamps to be stained, then please don't use that, meaning you cannot make acetate cards, if I'm right. So what I do is I just keep a couple of baby wipes handy and I immediately wipe it, but still it's going to stain your stamps, but it won't really affect the quality of stamping. Just stain it, which I don't mind. So let's get started. Don't have to, at this point I don't have to worry about adding anything because I already have a white base. So there you go. You can see it stamps really well. I cannot emphasize more on that. So I'm just going like here and there quick, a few. And one more thing I want to tell you about acetate is, if you make any mistakes, all you have to do is just take the baby wipe and wipe it. Actually, I just got tiny ink there. I'm just going to quickly wipe it. And there. So you can see the stamping is coming along really well. Just random flowers. I'm not aiming for any particular look here. You will hear me using the word random quite a lot. I use it quite often. So there you go. And maybe one at the top. I'm just a bit concerned that I might stain the thing, which I don't think so. Going ahead and doing it again. Never mind. I'm going to leave it at it. It's okay. And what I do is first thing I do is I want to wipe. As you can see, I'm wiping, but it is stained for good. As you can see, it is really stained for good, but never mind. As I said, it's not really going to cause any other harm. So let's get started with the leaf now. I'm going to take the smaller one out of both and just go. Again, it's a random stamping. I'm really not aiming where I want my leaves or anything. So just quick. Wherever my hands take me at this point. You have to be a little bit careful because at times acetate is very slippery. So if your hands are really not firm, it might slip. What will happen if it slips? It's going to smudge the image. So that's why you keep the wet wipes handy, so that you can really wipe it off immediately and get off whatever you have smudged. So yeah, it's looking quite good. I think I'm quite happy how it has come along. And that's it. I'm not going to add any more. I'm very happy. So that's it. My ink work is done. I've already put it away. And I'm just going to leave this for drying. I hope you can see it. It's stamped really well. You can see this is the acetate part, and now you can see it's stamped really well. Just going to put it aside for it to dry, and I work on my other part, which is just going to watercolor this outline flower, this one. I don't know if you can see, I already got it on the board here. So no further delay, let's get it done. I'm looking for ink, which would be pickled raspberry. Yes, pickled raspberry distress ink. I'm just going to use that for the stamping. And maybe watercoloring as well. So, yep, perfect. It looks wonderful. And I need layering here, so I'm going to do another one. So that's it. Let's put this one away, and you will see how fast I'm going to just grab the water and finish the coloring. I'm really not going to do it. I just dabbed some pickled raspberry here, and I'm just going to do it really fast, as I want to finish the card here and show you guys that it can be done really fast. Not worried about how the shading and all is going to come. Just going to really work on it. random strokes. See, I use the word random quite a lot. So okay, it's looking quite okay. I just want my centers to be a little bit darker. Why I'm doing this here actually. So that's it. And this is the one which I want to do the layer. Actually I should have done this here, the darker shades, but it's okay. I'm going to do it here so you can watch me again. Very quick, not really going to take any time. There you go. I think I'm all good to go. Why I'm not coloring here is because I'm going to trim it. And I'm going to add in layers, so I don't want to color. And I do want to add a few of the leaves to my design. So I've picked up the big ones. And I'm just going to, I've used stamping up ink here, wild wasabi. So let's do that. So not too many, just maybe 1 or 2 leaves. Oops, that didn't stamp well. Do you see how I can be really bad at times? Something is wrong with my hands today. Never mind. Just in case I change my mind, I want to add more leaves. So I'm not going to use the bad ones. I just got few good ones, so we'll do that. At this time I'm actually done with my stamping here. Okay, let's put away this ink. Quick fuzzy cutting. Really quick. I hope I can do it well on the camera with the camera running. That's a bit of stressful already. Never fuzzy cut on the camera. So yeah, I'm just trying to get only the lines. I'm not even, no outlines or anything, just going to cut right at the outline of the flower. Almost done, almost done. And the goal is I don't want this video to be very long. And I just wanted to finish the card also. So, yep. That's why you see me rushing a little bit. But please, when you are doing it, take your own sweet time. Usually I take my own sweet time. I just don't want you guys to sit for a very long video just for a simple card. Yes, this is almost done. I do have few leaves to go. One more layer of the flower to go. Almost done. And there you go. One flower is done. Here I'm just going to take the center part. So this is going to be okay. Just go. I don't know how many minutes it has been, maybe already more than 10 minutes, no clue. I really didn't see the time. Can I see it on the camera? I don't think so. I hope you're still with me and listening to all that I'm saying. It's not a scripted version, as you know. I told yesterday to a few of my friends that I really don't like the scripted versions. So no voiceovers, you will just have to watch me and hear me out what I'm doing. And I hope I really don't tire you guys. So there you go. go. When I say layering, I'm just going to do this. Put it over. Yep, like this. So I'm done here with the flowers, and very quick the leaves now. Well, leaves at least I don't have to worry about the shapes and all I need is a quick snips. Okay, one down. Two. And I'm just going to cut all four. As of now, I really don't have any plans how many I want on the card. But you know, sometimes I change my mind. So 3 done. And the last one. I could have done the time-lapse one, but I really don't want to do that. And let's see how much time it really takes, you know, without time-lapse to make this acetate card. So let's see if my acetate is all, yep. If you really think that it's not safe to touch, what I usually do is I'm just going to do this. If there is any ink which is still there and has not dried up, I'm just going to put my tissue and lift it off. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's some faded part, but the ink at this point is really done and it's not going to smudge even if I touch it. So before I proceed, I want to do one thing, which is I want to add this layer here. I'm not sure if I should be adding that. I like the card as it is, but you know what, maybe I should. So I add that, and yep, it's too bad since I've already decided. I don't know. I should or I should not. I wish you guys can answer that for me. But yep, I'm not doing a live video, so I'm not expecting any of that. It's my decision here. You just have to see what I decide. I hope it's a good decision. Okay, there you go, and just line it up. And yep, done. I just have a little bit of excess. I'm just going to trim that off. Yep, done. Okay. Now comes the arranging part. For the flower, I'm really going to take the foam tape and add it. Maybe even the leaves, I should do that. But what I meant was the dimension flower. So, yep, just a tiny bit of that double-sided foam adhesive. And I'm just going to line it exactly where it is, so that it just goes and sits right there. And you can see that's quite a bit of dimension. So yep, just going to add that and another foam adhesive here. And yes, let's go ahead and add it. Yeah, I think this is a good one. And few of the foam adhesives for my leaves. This is just random. I've not planned it where I want to add, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Just leaves. Yep. Few more. Maybe one from here. always like my leaves to come a little bit on the edges. It just gives a nice view. Usually I don't do that. Oops. No. Okay, there you go. And one more. Maybe here. Yeah, that's finishes my stamping, arrangement. And what is left now is just stamping the sentiment. And the sentiment I'm going to use is again from Uniko Studios, Simply Set Birthday and Best Wishes. That's what I'm going to use here. And I'm just going to stamp it straight in black, so without worrying about anything else. So okay, there I go. Yep, best wishes. That's it. So that's my card. Not going to add any gemstones. If you know me, you will see that I add a lot of gemstones. Not a lot, I mean 3 is the max I do, or 6. So I'll always go with the rule of 3. So this is my finished card. It stands beautifully. You can see that. And yes, the stamping looks really good. So I hope you do try, but before I say that, I want to show you how the acetate bug had started actually. So this was my first card. I used Mama Elephant flowers here. I really love this one. This, I don't know if you can see. Yep. So this was my first card. And then I went and used Alt New Roses. And I hope you can see this is actually the full acetate, and I just added a center panel. Yeah, second card. And then I went with the partial die cut technique with Paper Smooches Super 2 die. And yeah, this is also like acetate boated front and base. So that's there. And then this one was the recent one which I did with Uniko's Bold Blooms, and just the front and embossing on vellum. So acetate and vellum together and some stamping done. And this one actually I cannot really say much. I just added an acetate strip. So yeah, these are all my acetate cards, and you've seen me doing one. So, and I really hope that you try, and it's really not that difficult. As I say, acetate is very forgiving when you're stamping on it. Any mistake you do, just keep the wet wipes and just wipe it immediately, and it is really forgiving, which you cannot do on paper. So I'm really hoping that you give a try at acetate stamping, and let me know if you do. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, I would be happy to know that. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again.